This is the 2019 Genesis G70 2.0 Sport, and it is the unicorn of luxury cars because not only does it have rear-wheel drive, it's got a manual gearbox that is remarkably great. And in luxury sedans, unless you're looking for the 60, 70, 80K mark, you're not going to get this. But Genesis has done it for $45,500. So huzzah for Genesis for making a fun-to-drive, rear-wheel drive, manual transmission car for under $45,501, seeing as it's $45,500. Beautiful wheels, red calipers, Brembo brakes, LED lights. There's some copper there and some copper there. What I like the most is their little Easter eggy thing that I kind of noticed by accident. At the tips of the wings of Genesis, there's that design line that shoots up and around both sides, and they just meet at the edge of the wings. There's a better look at it. It's kind of hard to tell because it's Siberian ice, which is light bluey white. Anyways, it's just a beautiful car throughout. I did a very long review for the G70 I took to Montreal in the summer, and I loved it then. And there's a good look at the rear again with a nice flowing LED taillights. I don't like it, it's only a single side exhaust. Yes, it's a dual exhaust, single side only, but you know what, who cares? The car goes, it is fast, it is powerful, it is beautiful, it is so well balanced. There's a look at the inside. Let me turn the volume down a bit, sorry. So beautiful diamond red stitching right there, good solid side bolsters. I can't get over how good these seats are. The side bolsters are tremendous, like they're huge. Just take a look at that. You're kept in place no matter what. There is the best part. There is the manual transmission gear shifter. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Anyways, you know what, let's just keep going along with it. No need to do a second segment. A little dark in here because it's all black, and I'm losing daylight fairly quickly on October I think it's the 8th day for Thanksgiving. Anyway, standard stuff as with the other Genesis G70 I reviewed. Beautiful steering wheel, very comfortable, nice, easy to read layout. I love the wipers because it tells you what you're doing, whether you're low, high, or auto. Full marks to you, Hyundai / Genesis, because obviously this part, that's where these parts, some of these parts came from. Specifically that, because Hyundai has it as well. Beautiful diamond stitching here. Can we get a good look at that? No, let's take a look over here because that's a better look. Is it no, too dark? Anyways, you get the point. There's a better look at the passenger seat, sorry. There's that little hard plastic thing right there, the top of the seat. You know, I don't mind it now. A little weird before. Nice suede roof liner. Oh, it's too dark for that. Anyways, let's kind of keep powering through. Touch screen, everything you need is right there. Very cool. Nice mix of buttons and dials. Oh, my sunglasses, and a USB port, and an auxiliary, and a 12 volt. Everything right there. There are your drive modes. I think that's it. Oh, good old fashioned real handbrake too. Very cool that they put that in there as opposed to a electronic button. Anyways, you've seen this before, so I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll be right back with the best part of the review, which is driving the 2019. Oh, let's end on looking at this beautiful thing. Let's wrap it up by driving the 2019 Genesis G70 rear-wheel drive manual gearbox. All right, we're back. 2019 Genesis G70 2.0 Sport manual gearbox, because you can't do this with an automatic. Let's start the car up. Very nice, very quiet. It's got the 2.0, obviously, yes, because it's in the name. Turbo inline 4, 255 horse, 260 pound-feet of torque. Now it's odd because the Advanced, which is their equivalent of the base model, has 252 horsepower. So there's like a 3 horsepower difference. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I don't design cars. I just drive them and love them. So 255 horse, 260 pound-feet of torque, 2.0 turbo inline 4. 19-inch wheels, you got a heads-up display, 15 speakers with this specific trim, which is phenomenal. It's great. It's tons of power with it. What else are we looking at? 10.5 liters combined, 8-inch touchscreen, 45,500. What a steal! 16-way seats, tremendously comfortable. All right, that's going to be it for. Is that too little lights? I think so. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. A little better. All right, so really quickly, because again, I've been through this car very thoroughly, but the one I took to Montreal, which I believe was the top trim Prestige, I believe. Anyways, the gear shifting here, it's so smooth, and it's, you know, as much as the term fun to drive gets thrown around, this car is truthfully, unabashedly fun to drive. You know, it's, the bite points are sharp for me, and there's so much pickup, and the torque is there, and it's rear wheel drive, and just, it's what a sports car should be. And the fact that there's a luxury badge on it makes it that much better. And, you know, it's balancing the gorgeous looks, and I've got a lot of looks to the car, and I don't know if it's a question of the car being a Genesis or if it's the color, which is the Siberian Ice. And I looked at it when I picked that up, I'm like, oh, it's white. And then my girlfriend saw it, and she's like, oh, that's a pretty cool light blue car. And she loves the color because then at night, or I guess when it's not broad daylight, it looks light blue. And then I showed it to her, you know, full daylight, and she's like, oh, it kind of is whitish. So there's a very cool, unique look to it. And the car, I think, comes in 7 or 8 different colors. Anyways, the car looks good from a shape point of view, from a design point of view, very minimal, but yet very effective. And that's, you know, I've said it in almost all my luxury car reviews. That's what a luxury car should be. You know, it shouldn't be full of creased sheet metal and overly designed angular pieces like some others. This is just a simply designed, beautiful, luxurious, high-end car. And it's for people who want to have a little bit of fun with their car as well. Like I said, yes, it's a luxury car, absolutely. Genesis being a new brand, you know, time will tell how well they'll do, but they've come out of the gate pretty well with the G70, G80, and G90, with their crossover side coming fairly soon. Downshifting is great. Upshifting, obviously, is equally great. It's what I would buy. The only reason I wouldn't buy this, from a very specific personal point of view, is it doesn't have a rear wiper, and it's not a hatch or a fastback, or call it what you want. You know, and that's what I like in cars personally. But aside from that, this is a remarkable vehicle. It checks off all the right buttons for those of us who want the high-end look, feel, and badging, and they still want to have a little bit of fun with the third pedal, and that is absolutely what Genesis does here. And, you know, I know other luxury manufacturers offer a manual gearbox. Not many, because, you know, you can hashtag save the manuals all you want, but until people actually start putting money where their mouth is and buying the manual cars, it's going to just not be a thing anymore. And, you know, that's a whole different video and long form essay. But for today's car, 2019 Genesis G70 2.0 Sport, it lives up to its name. It's fun, it's sporty, the gear shifts are crisp and quick, and the handling is remarkable. And I should stop for these pedestrians, because that's the right thing to do. And they're not even going my way. Anyways, the sound system is phenomenal. It is just, it's big, it's boomy, it's clear, it's 15 speakers. It does everything. So really, there's really not much to dislike about the vehicle. I have a hard time finding any faults with the car, you know, personally speaking. The one thing I didn't like with the G70 I had before, and obviously this G70, because they're all similarly built, is just over my left shoulder, which you can't really see right now. It's fine where the door meets, you know, this pillar here. And sorry, I sit all the way back because I've got this weird thing where my legs are unproportionately long, and my upper half is a little shorter than average. So I sit all the way up, and I sit all the way back. And when I sit all the way back, and I just take a quick look to my left, I see this pillar like right in the spot of my eyes. And you know, I know that that's just how cars are designed sometimes, but because you know you have to put things in certain places. But it's the only car that I've driven that has had such a pronounced amount of that in there, as far as what I'm seeing when I look over to my left. And yeah, just a little bit of an oddity there. What are we doing for time? Oh, 6:42. Okay. Anyway, gear shift is there. Interesting point is, to get to reverse, you don't pull it up, you don't push it down, you just go hard left and all the way up. And the backup camera shows up, and I'm behind a bush, so that's why it's beeping at me. And there's a sensor right there. I don't think you can see. Okay, I hear you. Let's just stop that for a second. Different drive modes: Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Custom. I was in Sport for every single part of my week except for this video. I just wanted to kind of get a feel to share with you guys what it was like normally. Oh, another weird thing is, I don't know if you can't see it from here. Anyway, it's top left of the digital part of the dashboard. There's a little upshift button saying what gear the car wants you to go into with its preferred shift points. You know, I was doing 60 and 4th, and as soon as I hit, I think 67, 68, 69, 70, it suggested that I pop it up into 6th gear, which, you know, a little much for me. I'm off the 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 gear changes, keeping your revs 2500 or lower. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a weird thing. I figure if you're buying this car, you're not buying it because you're learning how to drive standard on it, because you know what you're doing. You can appreciate the rear wheel drive paired with the manual gearbox as well. Yeah, anyways, so that's my 2 cents on that. Again, not much to dislike about the vehicle. It's well built, it's beautifully finished on the inside, gorgeous on the outside, that beautiful grille up front, LEDs up front, LEDs in the rear, LEDs everywhere. Anyways, now that I've said good for time, I'm slowly running out of time. So 2019 Genesis G70 2.0 Sport, the unicorn of luxury cars, $45,500. You cannot beat that. Infomercial over. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you like what you see and what you hear. Your support is greatly appreciated. And see you fine folks next time.